All right, yeah. So it's playoff predictions time. I think all the games ended when I was recording my videos yesterday, but I just didn't have time to whatever. So yeah, let's just go through the play-ins first. I'll just go on the West because they're on the left. I don't know. I think this is a tough one actually. The Grizzlies versus Spurs game. Honestly, I think the Spurs might be able to actually pull away a win with this solely because solely because I don't know. It's just the Spurs seem to have their stuff together. Pop is a great coach, and I don't know. I think DeMar will just be able to carry them. Yeah. I mean, don't really have a real reason, but I don't know. I think the Spurs can pull the upset. Lakers versus Warriors. I believe the Warriors, will win. Steph has just been going insane mode recently. Pretty much just carried the Warriors to that win. Pretty much just carried the Warriors to that win on last night against the Grizzlies. So then for the final playing game right here, it'll be the Spurs versus the Grizzlies versus the Lake. No, hold on, the Spurs versus the Lakers. Yeah, and in that, I think honestly, I think the Lakers will win. So it'll be the Lakers in the eighth seed and the Warriors in the seventh seed on the West. And then for the play-in tournament on the East, I got the Hornets beating the Pacers easily. Pacers are a good team, but they've gone some crazy self-destruction mode with Nate Bjorken losing the entire locker room and just weird stuff going on there. And then Wizards versus Celtics. I think the Wizards are going to win and take the seventh seed solely because the Celtics are just completely injured, and they haven't really been playing that good recently. And so then with the so then in the Hornets versus the Celtics game, I think the Hornets will pull off the upset. They're just unstoppable right now. So the Hornets will be the eighth seed, and then the Wizards will be the seventh seed on the East. Let me draw that here as well. Warriors will be the seventh seed on the West, and said the Lakers will be the eighth seed on the West as well. Okay, and then we'll just go down West first. I believe the Jazz will have the Lakers number. Lakers have just not been performing that well this year. LeBron could go playoff LeBron mode, but honestly, I think that the ankle injury is still nagging him. Same with and I don't think Anthony Davis can actually carry the team all by himself. Clippers versus Mavs. It's going to be a rematch of the bubble series last year, and I think the Clippers will take that series. Yeah, I mean, there's not really any reason to it. Again, it's just that the Clippers are just a better team. They had their number last year in the bubble, and now the Clippers actually have a lot of chemistry now. So I think the Clippers will be taking that series. Nuggets versus Trailblazers. I think the Nuggets got it. Jokic is just unstoppable, pretty much. I don't really see any other scenario here. And then Suns versus Warriors. I believe the Suns will take it. Yeah, I mean the Suns are just unstoppable. CP3 is pretty much CP3 transformed that team. Devin Booker's Devin Booker. Aiden's Aiden. So, yeah. Then we got 76ers versus Hornets. I believe the 76ers got it. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid duo is just unstoppable. And Doc Rivers is just a great coach, so he'll probably take them to the promised land or whatever, to the next round. Knicks versus Hawks. Knicks. I'll admit I'm a little bit biased because D Rose is on that team, but the Knicks are just a better team in my opinion. And then Bucks versus Heat. I realized I'm going tire seed in all of these, but I really do think that the Bucks are the stronger team this year. Yes, the Heat beat the Bucks last year in the bubble, but first of all, that's the bubble. A lot of weird stuff happened in the bubble or whatever. Plus, the Bucks have improved their starting lineup and getting Drew Holiday, and that's a huge boost on defense. So I believe the Bucks are going to take this series. And then Nets versus Wizards. I think that's easily going to go to the Nets just because, they're the Nets. It's going to be, I believe, KD, Kyrie, and Harden are all going to be healthy for that series. So now let's move on to the West semifinals. Yeah, and I'm going to just mark the winners of those in orange. So, Jazz versus Clippers. I honestly think the Clippers can take it. We've seen how what Kawhi can do in the playoffs. There's that triple, quadruple doink shot which he hit against the Sixers to take them to the East Finals in 2019 with the Raptors. I'm sure he can replicate some of that magic, and he has Paul George now, and Paul George is an actual good player, just very underrated because of the because of like what happened in the bubble last year. Then Nuggets versus Suns. This is a hard choice, but I do think that I don't know. It's going to be a hard. I think it's like definitely going to go to like 6 or 7 games. But I do think that the Nuggets are actually end up on top. Once again, a lot of teams don't have an answer for Jokic. I mean, Nikola Jokic is just way too good. Onto the East, again, I'm marking these in orange just to differentiate. Sixers versus Knicks. I believe the Sixers are going to go on top. Once again, Knicks are really good. They have a very deep team. Julius Randle just activated like demon mode or something. But Sixers have Joel Embiid. He's unstoppable. Ben Simmons, say what you will. People are calling him a bust on Twitter, but still a good player. Again, Sixers also have a really deep team with like Seth Curry, Danny Green, the surge of Tobias Harris. Sixers, I think, will definitely go on top. And then Bucks versus Nets. Again, Nets. This is assuming that Harden, KD, and Kyrie are all healthy, which I think they are. So that's going to be an easy win for the Nets. And now on to the conference finals. I'll use purple for that, if you can see that. Yeah, I should be able to see that. Clippers versus Nuggets. I do think the Clippers are going to make it. Wow, this is getting messy. But yeah, I do think the Clippers are going to go on and beat the Nuggets just because, again, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George is going to be unstoppable. They were pretty much tanking for an easy road to the conference finals, so they'll have that like experience, that just that motivation, that momentum going in, and plus, I think the Clippers will just be better in a 7-game series because like you can't have Jokic carry your team the entire way, and yeah. Then Sixers versus Nets 100%. It's gonna be a little messy, but yeah, I think the Nets are probably going to the finals this year again. There's just that super team of KD, Kyrie, and Harden. I don't know how many times I need to repeat it, but they're just like that trio is just going to be unstoppable. And finally for the NBA Finals, I think this is going to be in yellow. The Nets are winning. The Nets are going to win. Again, it'll be really embarrassing for Brooklyn, the Nets, KD, Kyrie, and James Harden if they don't win. They're going to get ridiculed on Twitter. But this is my bracket. It's a little messy. I'll probably make a proper bracket in the thumbnail if I have time. But the NBA champions, the 2021 NBA champions, are going to be the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun playoff series. I think every single team is really good. The play-in tournament games are going to be really fun, which are starting tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm especially excited for the Lakers and Warriors game just because Steph Curry versus LeBron. We haven't seen that in a playoff series since the 3 consecutive finals between the Warriors and the Cavs. But yeah, it's gonna be a really fun playoffs. All the series look really good. I'm personally excited for the Clippers Mavericks series, and the Bucks Heat series, just because I've seen a lot of Bucks and Heat trash talk on my Twitter timeline recently. But I think all in all, the Brooklyn Nets are going to be champions of the National Basketball Association this year. Yeah, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bit of a different video because I'm not just ranting about something and giving my takes, but I would be remiss if I didn't make a playoff prediction video. So yeah, thanks for watching.